our system is supposed to be fair. Well, but look at this. I like to tell a person like this that you want to you know, you're when it all comes down in the end, everybody has their hand in the pot. Everybody has their hand in the pot. So, now we roll, I gotta go on the block and take this cat to the vet, man. You going? Yeah, you talking? No, fall off. You're telling me, yeah, telling man, if you work for a period of time, you get that go. You can only go to school. You work, you go to school, there is consequence to join. So remember that. And you can ask for an extension when it's about to come to the list. But again, come back to the brother right here. Keep looking around, don't pay them mind. You go to the beach, you look at them. They're real humble. Real humble, they're people. So people come from Main Street, South Carolina, and Savannah, Georgia. So, created, we were on the rice plantation. Yeah, you know about the rice plantation. Yeah, I've heard it. I don't know definitely about the rice. So we were very much, my ancestry was very much isolated on the plantations 8 months out of the year because the mosquito would come around and give the white people malaria. And they were afraid of getting malaria. So they left the Africans on the plantation, trusted them enough to leave them on the plantation. And so what happens when you left alone by yourself for 8 months out of the year? You go back to your indigenous ways. And so we retain the most Africanisms out of the entire African American experience from Jacksonville, North Carolina to Jacksonville, Florida. So basically, North Carolina, South Carolina, along the coast, Georgia, and Florida. Food ways, language, creativity, all of that you can date back. And the Bella Geechee language is a mix of African, French, I was in Spanish, over like 55 different languages in Africa on the West Coast. So it's incredible, yeah. And this is all very much, I started dyeing with indigo. We created the indigo, we started working with indigo. Indigo was princess, then rice was queen, and then cotton was king. So that's how America got its foundation. Yeah. Know the history. We're bringing the cotton back without enslavement and hopes to heal from the psychological trauma that's been done through the exploitation of cotton in the USA and abroad. Through multiple colors, through dyeing it, and we're working and giving people a sensory experience to touch cotton in real time. 100% of good. Keep back, people. Oh, you can't share it? My page, you can know, you can understand. I look up my page, I work on memory. Put it in my brain. Where is it? Okay, not something. All right. Underscore. Now, brother, would you like to support the mission over here? Today with a copper bracelet? All right. Would you like to get a copper bracelet to support the mission? Your fellow artists out there, the education and all of this stuff? Tell me about that again. What's that? Tell me what this is. This is copper. Now, copper is a holy metal. It is 100% from the Bible. They built even the pyramids with copper, and copper has a lot of health benefits. It can take the toxins out of the body, joint pain, arthritis, blood flow, any kind of like diseases and negativity as well. So you're around a lot of negativity, copper repels negativity. So let me ask you this. Can you telling them about the goal again. The goal is to bring the cotton back without enslavement and hopes to heal from the psychological trauma that's been done through the exploitation of cotton in the USA and abroad, giving people a sensory experience where they can touch cotton, walk cotton in real time, and also be aware of what they're putting on their bodies because 70% of our clothing has microplastic in it, 30%.
I wasn't aware of that.
We're up to 70% now.
You were saying something earlier about the female and male cotton skin.
Oh yeah, indigo. So indigo was first. Indigo was a princess in the mid and early 1600s, and then rice was queen, and then before cotton was king. So those are the three major crops that made America what it is today. Those crops.
I never heard that.
Yeah, that's the truth.
So all this is made out of cotton.
All of it is made out of cotton, copper. I would say it is 80% cotton. Then you got cowrie, you got crystals, and then you have copper. But the majority and the bulk of it is all cotton on the paper. My artwork, that's cotton using, made out of cotton.
This is your history right here.
Right there. Yes, sir.
That's phenomenal. This is what I'm always talking about. This is what I'm always talking about, people.
Thank you.
An entrepreneur that's out here. We in Harlem right now.
Yes, sir.
We in Harlem right now. This
125th.
125th Street.
Yes.
You know?
Iconic, legendary.
And this is where the Renaissance, this is where the innovators, the creators, the motivators, the inspirators.
Yes, sir.
This is where they are right here.
How y'all doing?
He's out here.
I forgot I was live.
Blowing like Hootie and the Blowfish. But he's out here to represent. It's black. Not only that, it's Black History Month.
And I'm out here every day. Not just Black History Month. I'm out here 11 months out of the year.
Okay.
I would love to take February off and celebrate with everybody, but it seems it's the prime month. So I gotta hit the streets even harder. But I'm out here every single day. I'm on this mission. Cotton reclamation is gonna take more than February, especially because my clothing is 70% cotton. 70% plastic and used.
So you're saying all the designers and the designers and
it is plastic. It is less expensive, affordable.
5,000, 10,000, all these different things.
100%.
So we need to educate the
We
people.
have to educate because it's causing so many cancers. It's causing all kinds of sicknesses in our bodies.
So people are more caught up on vanity
Yes.
than
Yeah,
health.
exactly.
That's a shame.
Because on top of that, they have to get the slaves somehow. Since they don't have slaves in the field, if you go to cotton fields today, you will see a lot of the cotton on the side of the road, and it's half picked. I would say like 20% of the cotton is on the side of the road and in the street. Because they're not harvesting the cotton with love and respect. They don't have slaves to do it now. So basically, they got to create their brands around plastic, microfiber, gas, and all the synthetics out there, rayon and so on. So it's like we're dealing with a major crisis, health crisis here, all for the sake of vanity, like you are saying. So,
Not only that, but the poor, a lot of people are telling them, just like the food, just like they're putting all the GMOs,
yeah.
and they're putting in the food and it's expediting the food.
100%.
Not for health, but about money.
It's about money. It's always been about money.
And people don't understand, and they'll say, people eat
Yes.
to themselves gluttony.
Exactly.
They want to know why later on it feels so sluggish.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know?
Well, you know, like it's that too. You know, even the beef, the chicken. You know, it has a lot of ancestral ties to it because we ate a lot of the scraps from the plantations. I call it survival food.
Yeah.
However, you know, there's a way to remove ourselves from that now and come into awareness. And there's so many things we can do with beans. We can do and make burgers and all of the natural vegan plant-based diets. I'm a vegetarian myself. I don't eat any meat. I still dabble with the diet. No, I don't eat fish. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat any of that.
What do you need to keep your hands?
I take a lot of supplements. I work with sea moss. I work with moringa. I work with a lot of herb supplements that I take. And I still eat a lot of my Gullah-Geechee rice. So that piece of fish. You got to work with rice and vegetables.
Why do you think that as much as in this era we're educated, we're in an educated era right now?
Yes, sir.
Why do you think that the more education people come in, they still do contrary to what they're supposed to do?
Because it's a lot of work. As you can see, all of this is handmade. Hard work, like putting yourself, is convenient. People want convenience now, plastic bags. And sometimes people in the store go to the store, they'll argue with you that they want a plastic bag versus a paper bag. It's convenient. And so we're in the age now where we can order food from the house, groceries to the house, and it's gotten to a place of why do I have to work so hard? Why do I have to move my mind? Why do I have to think so hard? It's a form of laziness.
But I'm talking since those that still know that you're showing what is right and what is wrong. And this is what's happening. People consistent now. They refuse to adhere to it. You know, refuse to comply to it. They're very rebellious against it.
I think it's everybody wakes up at their own time, and I can't really say why they don't do it, but it's like the only way I can really come to it is that it is life, and it's emotional. And a lot of people have soul ties or connections to ancestries that went about things a certain way. So when come out of their memory and do it differently, will kind of be like removing themselves. It's energy. When you were fed certain things, when you were taught certain things, you just would like to continue to out. I don't have to look into it. Yeah, everybody can't get it, but they call you brother slavery.
Brother slave.
Yeah, name meaning know your history, herstory, and never forget it. Not everybody can get in the gym and get it.
That with names, you know, these words are power.
100%.
So when you use a slave word again, you think that slavery is psychologically
Does not.
you came out of that physically. Although Bob Marley says, although you're released by the chains, you're still a slave mentally.
This is true. In Florida right now, where I'm from, they're very much taking slavery, the word out of the school system and teaching children how to benefit from it. And I showed up at various lands. I was told to remove slavery. Any educational setting, even if it was a slogan, the slogan of this brand is slavery is one thing, cotton is another, that cotton is innocent. And they told me to remove that. And so I had to file a trademark for slavery. The original trademark slogan that I had. It wasn't a choice. You know, it's not a choice. I had to represent. So when I go show up and teach, they have the choice of whether they
So let me ask you this. Without your independency, if you were doing something,
this is from the greenery and the
I say thank you again. That's why I'm glad I ran into you.
It's funded. I don't get grants like that. I don't get any grants. I don't get any funding. I get a lot of rejection.
right? If you have to take your rejection before it goes up, right? If you're trying to publish, browse.
I think it's too, like I said, 70% of the world now is wearing plastic, and it's convenient. So to shun me would be far more convenient. But there are institutions like the Schomburg that welcomes me. There are different various institutions around here that do
Welcome you, but did you take a proposal to them for them to back you? That's the key thing right now.
I hear you. No, I have done proposals around here, but I have not been blessed with any major funding. So this is just a one-man show. But large women, I've been, I'm supported by the public. Yeah.
The only thing about it is that I got a credit card. You gotta give
Of course, we got credit cards. We take cards. I'm a business. I'm an LLC. However, it's a one-man show. That's all. But we got here.
That is.
This is Square Tactical. Yes, sir. This is what we do.
Yeah, you post
And then I also,
familiar with that.
when you go in stores, this is what you tap on. Am I right?
Yep.
Okay. You see, that's the thing too. I also get a lot of that skepticism from my own
I'm
people.
keeping it real.
I just keeping it real too.
I use the credit card to come home and I already been infiltrated.
So, yeah, I mean, I've talked to you for literally an hour. It feels like about my heritage, who I am, and to take opportunity to rob you. That says a lot about where I trust it.
So what is it? All right, let me see. I have a granddaughter. She loves stuff. You know, something. I'll get her something. Yeah, it's $1,000. Am I reading that right?
That's a 6-piece. Yeah, that's six pieces.
Yeah, $1,000. Well, my money funny. I'm gonna change the strange right now. So, but I'm gonna support the Lord. I'm keeping it weird.
This is the most expensive piece.
Yeah, I see that. I said, man. Well,
it took about 9 hours.
I need something that's economical.
Well, these bracelets and rings go for 20. Everything starts with 20 and up over here.
See there, what's that?
These are bracelets here.
Is that cotton?
These are cotton seeds.
This is the bracelet.
These are 20.
Alright, that's about to get my youngest, she's she's phenomenal. She wants to be a dancer, actress, artist, she's like that. Okay, awesome. But I'll let you choose now. I don't know.
I'm not gonna pick the cotton for you.
You have to pick my cotton. I gotta pick my cotton, people. I'm picking this for my granddaughter right now. Daughter's gonna give us some fire. She got little hands, so I don't need nothing big.
What's our cotton?
She's real slick. Next one up. Going out here like explosive. I don't know how you do it, man. My hand is cold. I mean, my hand is cold.
What? I'm out here every day. I'm not even cold. It's a blessed day today.
I can take the heat better than the cold.
How you doing over there, sir? Talking to you. Your hands are cold. Thank you for being patient over here.
I want to sit in the shower.
Austin.
Austin, it is a pleasure.
Princess Austin.
You have a grandfather that loves you very much. Very blessed, and you are getting a cotton seed bracelet dyed with indigo. This is from cotton, real cotton. Real cotton. And I'm going to show the people right here as well. He was questioning my square, but it looks like he's going to support. I got love on these streets.
Support it. I'm going to support it. I'm going to support
an hour
it.
of my life talking about Gullah Geechee, and he's like, wait, I pull out a square. He's like, is he about to get me? But I understand. Oh, I gotta end the live because I gotta get my phone going. So many blessings to y'all. Can you teach me about cotton.com? Thank you so much. And you get my business card on top of that, good sir. You get all of the above.
Okay, with that